Welcome back, my friends. Welcome to another interesting video. So here what we are going to do is that we are going to grab whatever we have in the fields. So that is accessing the request. So we can access the request in our method. So how we can do this is we can just try, okay, you can say input and access all of the requests like this. Oh, now if I do a dime dump input, I will see each and every field that had a value. So if I refresh here and if I submit it, so here I do have the name rig and the email rig. Also, the one more other way is you can access them individually like here. So I mean 7 point something request. So you can access this individually like this. So you can do it here, you can copy the other one. So one was the name, the other one was email, and you can say here email, and you can dump name, and that should give you only the rig. Very good. If you want to dump the email, that will give you my email address that I have in the database. So we do know how to access this data, but now we need to have also some sort of validation. So this, we have done this one in our previous course, but I want to have, if I open up here and if I do PHP artisan, and I will see the list of all available commands. In here I will say make request. It's creating a new form, a request class. So I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to show you why. Now I'm just going to create here PHP artisan make request, and I will name it as users edit request. So I will hit enter and request created successfully. Now if I go back to our app, if I refresh now here, what I will do find in HTTP, I do have folder request with this here, where it's saying the function authorize, it's false, which I want to make it true. This will determine if the user is authorized to make this request, right? So I'm just gonna make it true. And here there are a set of rules. You know, we do have these rules here, but we will change them. For example, required, unique post. We will do all of these rules now in our users edit request. So I just put the name because I'm doing for the edit form. That's only the reason. So now here I will say name, and I will say required, comma, and the other one was the email also will be required. So I'm setting the rules here. I'm not saying anything else. You can add, you can just go through the documentation here and just check whatever you need. But for at our point here, now I just want email and name to be required. Now the question is how we can use in our controller, because in our controller we have request that we are pulling here. Here it is, Illuminate HTTP request, but we don't have it in our we don't have the new users edit request. So how we can do this? So let's go back here. Before doing something, I am just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna put it like here, where I'm gonna delete all of it, and I'm just gonna comment. So this is the old function update. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna change. Here I will say users edit request, and I will say request the ID. Now this one I need to import it, and at the top it's imported is use app HTTP. Go inside this directory request and get this, and get this user request. Now I can use everything from here. I do have the rules, and if I now, just let me show you. For example, if I comment all of these, and if I try I'm going back. If I try to submit the form with the password and the username, the form will shoot me back because the set of the rules, I don't have the error message kicking around here, so that's why I don't see the error, but actually the form is not going. Here it will go because the two of the rules that I've put, they're there. And it will go, but actually I don't have it. And if I uncomment, you will see the email only. Very good. So now you know how to create these rules for validation outside of your method here and put it in a separate, sorry, I'm just flicking around, and just put it in a separate users edit request, right? Make more meaningful name because you will know what this request here, and sometimes you can reuse this request. For example, if you're using some form all over and over again, you can do that, right? Now I'm just gonna close this one because I'm done. That was just for simple demonstration. Now what I will do is I'm just gonna close this one down dump, and I'm gonna delete. Actually, I do have this input request. Oh, now what I will try here, I will check if this input actually contains password, right? So if this input contains password, I will say equals to empty. So if it's like that, then I would like to say input password, and I will set it to what? User password. But I do have one problem. So you can see that I'm accessing user, but actually I don't have any variable here, user, saying user. What else I have here? Find or fail, and I will pass the ID there, right? So I do have the ID of that user, and I can access this one. Now let's just dump the user just to check if everything is working, and as you can see, it's working. Now the user is there. One more thing, that I'm checking if this input contains password. If that is set to none, I'm setting that value to the password to empty, to the old password that is here, right? I just want to save the old password again. I don't want to make a new password, or I don't want to do any other things. Now that is if it's empty. Else we need to put else, and this will change eventually. So what I will say, input password, and what I will say here, I will use make hash function, and I will say input. I will grab what's in the input. Very good. Now what I can do is we can try here. We can dump this guy. Very good. And we can dump this guy to see if it's working. Now I'm just gonna go back here. I'm gonna refresh. So I'm gonna dump now without password, and it should actually have this one. Oh, let's make it a little bit bigger, right? Or what, I can just copy it. And I will how we do this, let's say notepad, and I will put it in the notepad, right? So we will be able to compare it now. So do I have everything saved? Yes. Now if I refresh, if I go here, I will have this password, which if I zoom in, and let's see, yep, it's the same exactly one. Why? Because this one is working. Oops. This one is working because it's without password, and this if statement is executed. Now let's put a new password. Let's put a password like hi there. I'm just put hi there, and I'm gonna click it, And we do have some problem because, okay, that is very good. Hash not found. Probably you know this, but we need to import this class as well, and this is on top. Right? Very good. Now we do have some other password. This password is different because it's hashed. This password is 2y $10, and after that is B, and here it's M. It's starting with 5TQ, and it's PMHW, right? So we have this one. So our logic is working at the moment, and we can just get rid of that done dump. Now the password is done. We are able to see if the password is not there, to put the old one. If the password is actually there, we need to hash it and make a new one. That's it. Hash and make a new one. Simple as that. Now, what I want to do here is we can say user update, and I will just put the input inside. Oops. Very good. Now, I will say return redirect. So where I'm gonna redirect? Okay, I'm gonna redirect slash user. So if I go back here, I'll redirect slash user profile, right? I was just confused for a while. Slash user profile, and I will just go there, and oops, and I don't have any messages here, but let's say like this with. Because my message system is not working, success user has been updated. Very good. But I would actually love to see if we are going there. So you can use update method and put the input. Now that's pretty much all we need to do. Now let's go back to 100 and normal. Let's put rig here. And rig1, and I'm just gonna say edit user. Here it is. rig1 is visible. Everything else should be the same, and if I refresh, the password should be the same, and this is rig1. Excellent. This is working like a charm. Let's put it back to rig1 and say rig1 here, and say new. No, I will say 1 2 3 4 5 6. And I'll just edit the user. Very good. Now I'm just gonna, okay, I think we do have the other one. I'm just gonna refresh, and you will see it's changed. So that means it's working, right? So this one is different than this one, right? Now let's change here and see rig1. Now let's go back to rig, and let's go to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and edit the user. I will just refresh again. Here it is. Our password is again hashed. But one more thing we can do, log out, and we can log in, right? Let's see if this one works. So, by the way, my password was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I've just reset back to the normal, and I should go back here to my dashboard, right? Or profile, user, profile. Very good. Now this is working, and we are being able to grab all the information, and also we are not able to. If I go back here, we are not able to update any information, for example like this, and edit the user. We're not able to save anything to the database, and that's why we have the rules. You can set different rules to be required, this one to be unique, whatever, or the password needs to be minimum length, and stuff like that. So you can do all of this in the requests rules, or you can set the rules here. As you can read in your validation, you can validate the data just like this. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. We are able to update the user and we are able to redirect user after being updated back to back to his profile page. So that's what we have done today. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this lecture, because I did, and I will see you in the next one.